So many of you have asked me about the Jones Road Beauty makeup line that I finally got curious and started looking into it. Welcome in, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. I hope you'll consider subscribing while you're here and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you want all the good stuff, be sure to sign up for my Sunday morning email newsletter. The link is in the description box down below. I send it out every Sunday morning. No surprise there. And it contains all the cool stuff I found throughout the week. The things I would tell a girlfriend if I was out to lunch. Like if you and I had lunch, this is what I'd be talking about. It's short, it's sweet, it's completely free, it's a lot of fun. Again, the link is in the description box down below. I had so many of you ask me about the Jones Road beauty line, and you know, when it first came out, I think it's been about a year now, I really didn't pay any attention to it. Clearly I knew who Bobbi Brown was. We all do. She's an incredibly talented businesswoman, had an amazingly successful makeup line, launched Jones Road Beauty, I believe about a year ago. It kind of didn't even enter into my thought process to try it, but so many of you started talking to me about it that I thought, you know what? I'm gonna look into it. And let me just tell you, settle in, because we're gonna be here for a while. I cannot think of a time during the over 3 years I've been on YouTube that I have more to say about a makeup line. So here's what happened. I started researching Jones Road Beauty. I looked at the website. I watched Bobbi Brown on some of her videos. I watched some review videos. I really kind of got into it because I'm older. I'm 66 years old and I have normal skin. And what I was seeing from all the information that I was getting is that this looked like the perfect makeup line for me. Truly, it was hydrating. It didn't look like makeup. It was a subtle glow. The whole thing. I just quickly kind of fell in love with the whole concept. So I placed an order. And then I placed another order. And then I placed another order. I'm not kidding you. And you guys know I'm not a shopper. And I just couldn't get it out of my mind. And I just kept ordering more products because I would see them used in a video and think, oh, I want to try that. I want to try that. So long story short, I'm $500 in on Jones Road Beauty. And today I'm going to share my thoughts with you because I have a lot to say. We're going to start in today with some of the more popular products in the line. The first thing I want to talk about are the Miracle Bombs, and I ended up getting 3 Miracle Bombs. Clearly I was over my skis on this and just was so very enamored with the whole concept of the line. I ordered 3 Miracle Bombs. The colors I got were Golden Hour right here, and I'll go ahead and put them on the back of my hand. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see, but Golden Hour is one of the colors that Bobbi Brown talks about that you can actually put all over your entire face for a nice, subtle, hydrating glow. And you can see what it looks like when I did that right over here. The next color I got, I'm not sure what order I put all of these in. This is Flushed. This is a Miracle Bomb, and it's a pinker pink, mainly for the cheeks. So what you do with these is that you actually have to press your finger in and break the seal. You can see the little divot right here. Get some on your finger, sort of warm it up, and then you can apply it. So you can see Flushed right here next to Golden Hour. And then the last one I got of the Miracle Bombs is Dusty Rose. This is a subtler pink, kind of a brownish pink tone, and you can see again, push your finger in, break the seal, you get a little bit of a divot, then you can get it on your finger and kind of warm it up a little bit and put it on your skin. So I'll go ahead and put that right next to the Flushed. So we have Golden Hour here, Flushed, and then Dusty Rose. You can see they're very, very subtle. They do have a glow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just work through the whole product line of what I purchased. We're going to pretty much do a full face of makeup, and then at the very end I'm going to share my thoughts because I have thoughts, a lot of thoughts, very strong thoughts. So make sure you stick around to the end because until then I'm really just going to work through the line, but I have things to say at the end. In addition to the 3 Miracle Bombs that I picked up, I also got the foundation. This is the WTF, or the What the Foundation. I picked this up in Fair Ivory. Mine came very well packaged. It's glass packaging. It's absolutely beautiful. The What the Foundation is $44 and comes in 12 shades. In addition to the foundation, I got 3 of the face sticks. I got a highlighter, a brightener, and a concealer stick. So 3 different colors. We'll be using these in the full face of makeup today. I got 2 of the cheek and lipsticks. I got bright pink is one of the colors I picked up, and bright coral. I also picked up the shimmer face oil. I'm not sure if it comes in more than one color. I don't believe it does. I think this is the only color in the line. I picked up 1 of the powder eyeshadows. This is in Peachy Nude. 1 of the Just a Sec cream eyeshadows. This is in Peachy Nude as well. I'm pretty sure is the color. And I picked up the Jones Road mascaras. So you can see I really went all in with this makeup line. I was just so excited about the potential of it. I'm going to do things a little bit differently today and start with my face. I usually start with my eyes, but because the What the Foundation is really one of the most talked about products from this line, I thought we'd go ahead and jump in with this right away. I went light on my skincare today because I've used this before. I have actually been playing with this line for a couple of weeks and been talking to my girlfriends about it. So now I'm sharing with you guys as well. The What the Foundation is touted as a very sheer, very hydrating foundation. Again, it comes in 12 shades. I picked up the Fair Ivory. This line of makeup, from what I can see, is almost best used with my fingers. At least that's my experience. I'm not generally a fingers gal, but I can see that this line is really more of a fingers kind of thing. However, I did pick up a flat brush from Echo Tools in order to pick up the product out of the container. This is a glass container, and I just thought this was going to be an easier way to get the product out of the packaging without my fingers going into the packaging. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick up some of this on my brush. You can see I have very little right here, and start applying that around my face. And you really don't need very much. It's very, very hydrating. It really does feel a little bit like skincare. Very clean line, mostly oils and waxes with a little bit of coloring. So I'm going to go ahead and just work that in to the complexion. And with your fingers, you really can work it all around your skin and get all the little nooks and crannies. I'm going to put just a tiny bit on the front of my cheeks and work that in. So this is how the foundation looks on the skin. You can see it's very, very sheer. Next, I'm going to go in with the face pencils, and the face pencils are what you really use for color or correction or kind of concealing in this line. These are $25 each. They're 1 ounce of product, and there's 25 shades in the line. I ended up getting 3 colors. I got shade number 2. This is what I use for highlighting or concealing. I also picked up shade 5 and shade 6. First, I'm going to use shade 5 because this is a peachy tone, and I'm going to use it kind of like I would use a concealer in the areas where I want to knock down a little bit of purple underneath my eyes. Do so a little bit of concealing around my face. So you can see these pencils are very, very creamy. They don't drag and they don't feel dry at all. It's a very creamy formula, and it's very sensitive to the warmth of your skin, so it really, really blends in quite easily. So I'm just going to take my fingers and blend that in. And you can see it has a little bit of coverage, not a lot, but it did kind of knock down that purple area underneath my eyes. And these pencils really do blend in quite easily. They don't sit on top of your face and look like makeup. So there's the concealer stick in the peachy tone. Now I'm going to go in with shade 2, and I'm really going to just brighten underneath my eyes and put a little bit under my eyebrows. I did do my eyebrows before I hopped on camera because I didn't pick up any of her eyebrow products. I think she has a pencil, but I'm not sure. You'd think I would know after watching so many videos and spending so much time on the website. So again, I'm just going to use my fingers to tap this in, and they do blend out really, really easily. Not heavy or cakey at all. And the hydration in the foundation really helps with the blending of the pencils. Now I'm going to go in with shade 6, and I'm just going to do a little bit of concealing around my face, knock down some of the redness on my cheeks, and again, back in with my fingers. So here's what the complexion looks like with the foundation and the face sticks. Are they called face sticks? Wait a minute, face pencils, excuse me. Next, I'm going to hop into the cheek and lip sticks, and I got two, a pinker tone and a peachier tone. I'm gonna go ahead and use the peachier today. These are $34. It's 0.3 ounces of product, and there's 8 shades in the line. So clearly you can use this on your cheeks and your lips. I'm just gonna put it on my cheeks right now. And what I do is I go ahead and use a brush. So I'm gonna take my brush, get a little bit of product on my brush, and just start tapping it in. Now I'm going to go in again with my fingers and just blend that in, particularly around the edges. So this is the color Bright Coral. Now I'm going to top off the complexion with the Shimmer Face Oil. This is $34. It's 0.5 ounces and it comes in 4 shades. I want to see what shade that I got. Let me see this. I gotta look. I picked up the shade Pink Opal. It comes in a nice little pump, and one thing I can say about the packaging is it's gorgeous packaging. The design of the packaging itself, the graphics on the packaging, everything about it is really beautiful. I'm going to put just barely a pump on the back of my hand, and that's going to be a lot more than I need. So just the tiniest little bit of this, and you can see it on the back of my hand right here. It's very, very shimmery, and it is oil. It is a shimmer face oil. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that product on the tops of my cheeks here, a little bit on the fronts and on the tip of my nose. And this is how the Shimmer Face Oil in Pink Opal looks. One thing I can say about this line is nothing is heavy, everything is very sheer and very, very hydrating. I'm going to hop into the eye makeup now. I'm going to go ahead and use an eyeshadow primer. I'm using the MAC Paint Pot still in the color Painterly. Just get a little bit on my finger. This is nice because it's a finger application, and this is a finger product line for sure. And I'm just going to tap this on my lids and bring it up into the crease, but not much higher than that. That's just going to help the eyeshadow stay down and hopefully set down. Now I'm going to go in with the Just a Sec Cream Eyeshadow. This is $26 and it comes in 9 shades. I picked this up in Golden Peach. I'll go ahead and swatch it on the back of my hand. Here it is on my finger, and I'll put it back here so you guys can see it. Very shimmery, very creamy. It kind of feels like one of those cream to powder formulations. I'm going to get a little bit on my finger and just go right on the movable lid, kind of the inner 2/3 of that lid area. So you can see how that looks. Pretty, shimmery, glowy. It feels very comfortable on the skin. In other words, it doesn't feel heavy or like I've got makeup on there. It feels very, very light. Next, I'm going to go in with the best eyeshadow. This is $25 and it comes in 15 shades. I picked it up in a peachy nude shade, and you can see it's a fairly tiny package right here. It does have a little mirror, which is cute. So I'm just going to get a little bit on my BK Beauty brush right here, and that's going to go right in the crease above that Just a Sec shimmer shade. And I'm going to bring a little bit down onto the outer third of my movable lid and then just work to blend that in. And remember, I already have the highlighting pencil underneath my brow. Other side, I'm going to place it on the outside third of my lid and work it in that crease area. Now I'm going to take that same brush and just really work to blend that in. Next up is the Jones Road Mascara. This is an interesting product in that it only comes in one color. It's very, very jet black. and it retails for $26. Now, again, very nice packaging, very classy, beautifully designed. It comes with a natural bristle brush and it's kind of curved, and I already curled my eyelashes before I hopped on, so they're all curled. The mascara goes on nicely. So here is 2 coats of the Jones Road mascara. Now I'm going to take my lip gloss off. I actually put on the City Beauty Clear Plumping Lip Gloss before I started in on with my makeup because I like it to plump my lips up while I'm doing my makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and I'm going to use the lip and cheek stick on my lips. Again, this is bright coral. So here we have almost a full face, pretty much a full face of Jones Road Beauty. I'm gonna go ahead, hop off, fix my hair, be right back and give you my exact thoughts in detail. All right, now I'm gonna share my thoughts, and you know what? You better buckle up, Buttercup. This is gonna be a fire hose of information and my emotions. My thoughts on the Jones Road makeup line, most of the products, is that it's a ridiculous mess. I'll tell you what, I can't remember when I have been more disappointed and frustrated and just about angry at a makeup line for being ridiculous. And I was talking to a girlfriend the other day and I said, you know what, that $500 I spent, I might as well have just burned it. Because it would have been easier than waiting for the packages to arrive and trying it on my face over and over and over again, trying to make this work. I am not sure what Bobbi Brown was thinking. She is an incredible woman, incredibly talented, very successful, but in my mind, this makeup line simply does not function. Let me start in with the Miracle Bombs, and you guys know I ordered 3 of them. Here's the problem with the Miracle Bombs, which is the same problem with most of the makeup. It's a sticky mess. I have tried this Miracle Bomb over and over and over again in different ways. I've tried to use the flushed pink on my cheeks, just on my cheeks. It does nothing but make my face completely sticky, and my hair sticks to it, and you can see right now my hair is sticking to my face just from the other products. Bobbi Brown says this really makes your skin look pretty. Well, it makes my skin look greasy and oily, not necessarily pretty. If I want my skin to look pretty, I'll put some stuff on it that makes it look pretty. This just makes it look sticky. There's not enough color in here to really give myself a flushed pink look, and my hair sticks to it all day long. And here's the thing, it never ever dries down. I have worn this all day long. I've worn it for an hour. I have worn it and just wiped it off an hour later because I couldn't stand it. It was like having a sticky, waxy grease slick on my face. Bobbi Brown talks about using the golden hour all over your skin and down your neck for a really beautiful kind of sheer glow, and I thought, oh my gosh, that sounds fabulous. I need that. And you guys know, I got so excited about the potential of this line because the concept is brilliant. A very, very hydrating makeup, great for mature skin. Again, I'm 66. That doesn't look cakey, doesn't look makeup-y, that just brings out your natural glow. So I used the golden hour one day all over my face and down my neck, and I lasted an hour. It was so sticky, it felt like I just had goop on my face, and again my hair was sticking to my face. I just looked like a grease slick. So now I have this whole 3 Miracle Bombs, and they're almost unusable in my mind. I know that there's been a lot of hype and a lot of promotion about the Miracle Bomb, but you know what I'm not seeing? I'm not seeing it sell out. I'm not seeing people raving about it. What I'm seeing is Bobbi Brown and people that she's got on video with her talking about how great it is. I'm not seeing it go viral in the makeup community. I have watched so many different reviews of the Bobbi Brown line, and people use it and they'll go, yeah, I like it, da, 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 da. I haven't seen anybody rave like this is the best thing they've ever come across, because you know what? It's not. In my mind, this is a product fail. This does not function. It's not wearable. It's not usable. It's sticky. It doesn't really create a beautiful glow. It just creates this mess on my face. Now I have all these Miracle Bombs. What am I going to do with them? Well, the golden hour, I have figured out that I can put this on my chest when I have a lower cut shirt or a shirt that has an open neckline area, and it does look pretty. And the thing about the Miracle Balm is it never dries down. It's always going to stay tacky and glowy. So I can put this on my chest area when I'm going to be going out for the whole day, and it will give a nice glow. Now, I wouldn't wear it with a white shirt or something that's going to touch it, because it will get on your clothing, because again, it doesn't dry down. But if you have a Miracle Balm and you don't know what to do with it now because it's too sticky to wear, that's an option. Okay, so let's hop into the What the Foundation. I was so excited about this. I thought, oh my gosh, a sheer, glowy, super hydrating foundation that's right up my alley. I thought for sure this would be the perfect makeup line for me, and I just wouldn't want to use anything else. Well, the fact is that I don't ever want to use this foundation. Again, it's a sticky mess, and it never ever dries down. My face feels tacky and sticky all over, and my hair is sticking to it. Here's the frustrations I have with this foundation, and I'll tell you again, I'm like flabbergasted that this line even really came out. A foundation is to create a foundation on your skin, to cover up all your little uneven skin tones, to give a nice base to your skin. This product doesn't do any of that. It doesn't really cover. It doesn't even out my skin tone. It leaves my face sticky all day long. All the things that I'm looking for in a foundation, this does none of them. I'm confused about what this is supposed to do. I know Bobby says it gives you a sheer glow. Well, yeah, so does Vaseline, which this feels like on my face. You can see how sticky my face looks, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to be picking my hair up for the rest of the video because it keeps sticking to my skin. The What the Foundation, I love the concept. I do. I wish it worked, but for me, it just doesn't. It's just a mess. So again, a major fail for me. Now we're on to the cheek and lipstick. These are nice. They're nothing special. It does work on your cheeks and your lips, but so does the Milani cream blush line for half the price. So does the Honest Beauty cream blush line for half the price. This to me is just nothing special. It's a beautiful color. It does give a little bit of color on the skin, but then it just fades away and you're left with nothing. I have very, very little color on my cheeks right now and on my lips. So is it a natural look? Yeah, because it looks like I almost have nothing on. That to me is not a successful product. So although I can't say this is horrible, I can't say it's worth it. It's definitely not, in my mind, worth $25. We can get as good or better from Honest Beauty and Milani for about half the price. On to the face pencils. These are okay in my mind. I do think that they function a little bit better than the rest of the line. In other words, they do cover, they are very creamy, it doesn't look cakey on your face. So I can say I'll probably go ahead and use these. Do I find them better than a regular concealer? No. Not at all. It might be a little bit handier because they're in a pencil format and you can go ahead and just really easily get into smaller areas on your face. I don't know that they replace any products. Definitely not something that I'll say, oh, this does something that nothing else does. That's not what these are. These are $25 each. There's a whole bunch of shades. There's 25 shades, so there's definitely a wide shade range. Again, not horrible, but not something that I would tell you you have to go out and buy these. They're so cool. They're so wonderful. They do something that nothing else does. Now let's talk about the Shimmer Face Oil. This is actually probably my favorite product of all the products that I purchased, and I purchased a lot. That's been established here. I do like it because it gives a really pretty glow on the skin. Now, right now, my face looks too glowy. It looks too shimmery. But when I use this with other products, in other words, a foundation that's not sticky, it looks really, really pretty, and you need the tiniest amount of this. I like this product. I'm going to go ahead and continue to use this with other foundations. I think it's really pretty. It doesn't look cakey. It gives that nice, pretty glow that I like on my skin. I just would not use it with the rest of the product line because it's just way, way too much. let's move into the eye products. The Just a Sec eyeshadow. This is nice. Is it anything special? Not in my mind. You can see it on my lids right here. This is a more premium priced product. It's in a very tiny container. It's $26. You know what I think? I think you can get just as good or better with the ColourPop Super Shock shadows. Truly, you're going to get more product, you're going to have a lower price point, and it's going to look just as pretty and last longer. My experience is that the Just a Set kind of gets creasy and doesn't really last very long. And the best eyeshadow, this is the Peachy Nude again. What do I think? Is it the best eyeshadow? No, it's not. It's a tiny little bit of product. I think it's around $25, $26. It's one color. It functions nicely. It's a good formula, not a lot of fallout, no kick up when you use it. Do I think it's a must-have? Absolutely not. You can get the entire ColourPop matte palette that I think has 27 or 30 shades or something in it for less than this. So why wouldn't you do that? Great formula, great price point, great color range, everything. I think it's overpriced and I think it's just okay. It's a nice formula, but it's really nothing special. And last we have the mascara. Again, this is $26 and it comes in one shade, which I think is called Jet Black. You know, the mascara is nice. When I very first used it, I was very disappointed because it was super clumpy and just didn't work very well. Today, it looks a little bit better. I didn't have any clumping today, so I think that it's one of those things where the mascara just needs to dry down a little bit and then it goes on smoother. I just don't think it's anything special. It's nice. I have drugstore mascaras that I like better. For instance, the Maybelline Sky High mascara, the Honest Beauty mascara, both of them I prefer over this one. So the mascara is nice, but again, it's nothing special and nothing that I think you would need or want to pay a premium price for. So you asked, and there you got it, a fire hose of emotions from me about the Jones Road beauty line. I'll tell you what, I went from so excited and feeling so interested because I thought this is going to be the makeup line I'm going to want to use all the time. It's hydrating, it's sheer, it's perfect for mature skin, it's subtle, it's glowy, everything. You guys know I love a glowy look, but this is ridiculous. This is a grease slick, and not only does it look greasy, it feels greasy and my hair sticks to it and it never dries down, and it's just, in my mind, completely unwearable. I'm not sure why the formulations have been kept this way. My guess is that they're going to reformulate most of the face products, the Miracle Balms and the foundation, because the concept is good. I love the concept. Moisturizing, hydrating, glowy, sheer, perfect for mature skin. It sounds divine, but right now the reality is just a mess. In my mind, the products just don't function. If they were reformulated so that the foundation sets down, that it has some coverage at least to even out your skin tone, that it's not sticky all day long, that it doesn't look greasy, those would be just a beginning. Is the What the Foundation something you can't live without? No, not in my mind. I think it'd be hard to live with it. Unfortunately. And the Miracle Balms, this again is a great concept, but the formulation needs to be redone. It's too sticky. It just doesn't have the qualities of something that I want to put on my skin for an all-over glow. But I like the concept of having something like this that I can put on my skin for an all-over glow. This just isn't it. So there we have it. My emotionally charged, a little bit frustrating, super disappointed, and $500 poor experience with the Jones Road beauty line. I know this has been kind of different than my normal beauty reviews, but I did want to share my thoughts, and my thoughts are my honest thoughts. So the Jones Road beauty line, in my mind, I love the concept. I love the idea of it. I just need the formulations to actually work and function so that they're wearable throughout the day. Here's what's happening in my world right now. I have this full face of Jones Road beauty on. I have a girlfriend coming over in a few minutes. We're gonna go do some stuff and go out to lunch, and I've got to fix my face and take half of this makeup off because I can't go through my whole day with this sticky, goopy mess on my face. There we have it. Thanks so much for joining me again. I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. You guys know it just tickles me when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. Ugh, it's still sticky. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.